Gentleman's time has expired.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman from Washington is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Nevada, Mr. Porter.
Gentleman from Nevada is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate this opportunity, and to my colleagues in a bipartisan effort to make sure we can maintain restrictions on off-reservation casinos and gambling. I'm going to point out 5 key areas, Mr. Speaker, that I think are part of the argument. First and foremost, I do support tribal gaming, and I think it's been very successful. And as a matter of fact, a number of our properties from Nevada are partners across the country with tribal gaming establishments. So when the rules are followed, I think it's an appropriate, a very appropriate approach to revenues for the communities. But first of all, Mr. Speaker, the bill authorizes an unprecedented expansion of off-reservation gaming. Never before has a U.S. Congress been in the business of deciding whether a community should and can have a casino. I don't think it's the job of U.S. Congress to be making decisions for local and state governments. Does that mean someone from Iowa or from Illinois or from Arizona could come in and request for a casino in their backyard? I don't think that was the intent of the Tribal Gaming Act. Never before, and this is a dangerous precedent, it permits unlimited expansion across this country. Number 2, it overrides a careful review process. Currently, Mr. Speaker, if a tribe wants to build a casino, there is a process in place. All the rules must be followed, all inspections must be done. I think that's an appropriate use of the process that's available currently under U.S. law. It also, number 3, violates the 1993 Tribal Compact by the Michigan tribes. And I know that there are arguments on both sides of that, but there was an agreement made in 1993. Number 4, as a member of Congress from the great state of Nevada, one of my jobs is to make sure we can uphold the wishes of a particular state. This legislation overrides the wishes of Michigan people. In 2004, there was a referendum that limited gaming to specific areas that were approved by local and state governments. This has not happened in this case. And number 5, I know my colleague from Nevada, Congressman Shelley Berkeley, talked about the validity of the land claims. There is a question, but the bottom line, Mr. Speaker, is should the U.S. Congress, should members of Congress be making a decision for local communities, for state governments, on where there should be a tribal gaming or whether there should be expansion? I stand here today in a bipartisan effort with my colleagues from across the aisle asking for the balance of this Congress to vote no. It establishes a dangerous precedent expanding casinos across our country without following the proper rules and regulations. I yield back the rest of my time. Thank you.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Florida is recognized.
I would inquire of the gentleman from Washington, my good friend, if he has any remaining speakers. I'm the last speaker for this side.